which gives Mom Frisco a break from her supersized.
You may be wondering, if there's a reptile without any legs, it must be a snake, right? But actually, this is, in fact, a legless lizard. So why is this a lizard and not a snake, you ask? Well, they have eyelids, which is a characteristic of lizards. Snakes have eye caps, which prevent them from blinking. They also have ears. See the little hole in the back of his head? That's another characteristic of lizards, as snakes do not have any ears. And you can't see it here, but his teeth are cone-shaped, much like a lizard's. And snakes have more like fang-shaped teeth. This legless lizard is the Sheltopusik, which is the largest of the legless lizards. And it's also called the giant glass lizard because people once believed that if you touched one of these, it would shatter like glass, which, as you can see, is not true. They are native to Eastern Europe and Western Asia, and they live in both dry and humid environments, depending on where exactly they're located in the wild. The way they shed is pretty unique as well. Here is just a normal snake shed. This is from one of my hognose snakes. And here is a shed, or pieces of a shed, from a lizard. This is from a tegu. They shed their skin in just sections off at a time. And legless lizards are kind of a combination of the two. They do shed some pieces off separately, but they shed large pieces off all at once. And I have sometimes seen him shed almost his entire body's worth of skin in one piece, and they compress it together like this. Like this is actually a piece about that big that he squished together as he peeled it off. So it's a really unique way of shedding. Here you can see that legless lizards do not have overlapping scales like snakes do, but rather individual scales, much like lizards. Another cool fact about the legless lizard is that in the movie Indiana Jones, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, in the snake pit scene, they actually used legless lizards instead of snakes. This is Legolas, the legless lizard. I figured the name was fitting. And they are very much a burrowing species. They love to go into half logs and dig in their substrate, so it's good to give them at least a couple inches of substrate so they can burrow properly in it, as well as a lot of these half logs to hide underneath, and just normal caves too are always good for them. They're very curious little guys with a good appetite. In the wild, they eat mostly snails and slugs, and in captivity, you can give them a high-quality dog food, boiled eggs, and various insects. Today we have mealworms, but you can also give them dubia roaches or other feeder roaches, crickets, superworms, waxworms. And you might have noticed I do have the eggshell in there too, and that's because their cone-shaped teeth allow them to crunch the shells of snails very easily in the wild. And so they have no problem crunching eggshells too, and it's a good source of calcium. Hey, buddy. As you can see, they do flick their tongue to smell, much like a snake, but their tongue is not nearly as forked as a snake's tongue is. So if you're looking for that next uncommon reptile to add to your collection, a legless lizard is a good choice.
Kind of makes you feel that she's here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Getting that implant taken out and having a doctor that I trust tell me like everything is perfect and normal in there, it's like a definite